Hi, this is the product demo for Bettor. You can start here in this betting tab. We can go to any game, click on this Toronto game, shows the current odds, um, and you can kind of see latest plays, kind of play-by-play type stuff if you want. Scroll to any other event that is currently in play, or we can scroll up to one that's upcoming. Let's take this Oregon State, Arizona State NCAA basketball game. So this shows the best odds available based on the accounts we have connected. In this example, I've got PointsBet, FanDuel, BetMGM, Barstool, all connected. It shows me the best spread, total, and money line odds. If I click, you can see the top left is highlighted with better odds available. I click on show better odds overall, and I see, if I wanted to bet on Oregon State, if I had DraftKings, I'd get a slightly better line, plus 10 as opposed to plus 9.5. But if I wanted to place a bet here, let's say I wanted to place this the bet on the under, it puts it in my bet slip here. I can decide what my wager is going to be. Let's say $20. It's kind of my typical amount. Tells me what I'd win. Or if I wanted, I could type in that I wanted to win $20 and $20 and say I'd have to wager 22. So now I click place bet, and it opens up my FanDuel app and brings me right to that event. You can see right here the Oregon State Arizona State game. Took us right to it. So all you got to do is click here now that under and put in that $22 and click place bet, and it would be there. We're not going to do that at this time, but the other thing we could do, let's go back to that game. Looks like it just started. We could go to another one. Say if there's multiple ones listed, like on the Arizona State money line, it gives me the options. Let's say I wanted to put it on the Barstool. Click add to bet slip. Now that one goes in my bet slip. Let's say I'm only going to bet $10 on this one for whatever reason. It's minus 500. It's only win $2. It's all good. Place the bet. Same thing. Opens up my Barstool app. Takes me to that event. We're not going to do the login though for now. So now that we've decided we wanted to place these bets, we place them. We will go back to our dashboard. And here on the dashboard, it kind of summarizes everything. It tells me how I'm doing on my bets today. Unfortunately, I'm down $10.48, but I've got 6 games remaining. And then of all my betting, it's rolled up here with an expected value. So for those games that are outstanding, my wager times the probability of that winning based on the current odds gives me an expected value across all these different things. You can see regular bets here, a big, huge 12-pick parlay, a smaller 6-pick parlay. And then we've got our fantasy sports roll up at the bottom, kind of bucketed into winning, losing, and toss-up. You could expand this here. It shows kind of the scores. These are all final. These are the ending scores of my 4 football leagues that were on here. If I wanted to add a lead, I click on this little guy in the top right corner. I can go to manage sportsbook accounts, and I could add an account. I'm here in Maryland, but we could go to any other state that has legal mobile sports betting, say Jersey, if I had an account there. And I could add, say I want to add Caesars. I hit the little plus sign. It just asks me to enter my username and password. I click log in, and it would connect to that account if I have that account already. Or if I don't have an account, if I wanted to create one with FoxBet, same kind of thing. I click create an account here with FoxBet. It tells me it's going to open a new tab to do that, and it takes me to FoxBet to do that. We're not going to do that right now, though. And then for fantasy accounts, click here. Right now I've got Yahoo Fantasy connected. These other 6 we have the data for, but are not currently integrated to the app. They should be coming soon. You can also pick favorite teams if you want across all the different sports: NFL, NCAA, football, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, NCAA men's basketball, and World Cup soccer. And that will drive what you see first in the betting tab. You can also go to the fantasy tab and see a roll-up of all your fantasy leagues. Right now I've got 4 connected. Again, these are football right now. If I clicked on one of them, then it takes me to that league. I can click through and see the other scores in my league by just kind of swiping through. I can see each individual player's scores and stats, like you would be able to, benches. Or I can click on my own roster. It'll show me my guys who I've got on my bench. And then I can click onto the league, get all the league standings, all that typical information. League scoring up here. And then we can go to community. In community, this is where I can connect friends. I can search for some friends. Let's say I'm going to search with people whose name starts with MI, Mike, either their username or their actual name, and it'll give me a whole list of people. I could add one of them. I'm already following that guy. And then it shows you up here. I've got 11 people following me. I'm following 69. Nice. And when my friends bet, their bets automatically come up in my feed here. Shows me if they've won or lost, what the results of the contest were. I can place little comments on it. If I thought this was a good bet, I could tell them to hammer it. It's genius. I think it's a dice roll, or I think he's a dummy. Also, I can create a poll. If I want, hit this plus button, whether it's a sports betting poll, enter my question in, give them the options, tell them when the poll's going to end, or fantasy, kind of start sit decisions. Hey, I got 3 players. I need to start a wide receiver and a flex, that type of thing. And then those will show up in my friends' feeds. As an example, if I go to my posts, here's some betting questions I've asked. I've got a bunch of betting questions. That's mostly what I'm asking. Or a little fantasy one. Hey, which quarterback should I start? Didn't get a lot of engagement here, but I can look and see who answered, what the results were. And then people, again, can say that I'm genius or dummy. That sums it up.